God says, someone in your family who passed away is trying to tell you something important tonight. Do not ignore this warning. You are not here by accident, and you must not scroll past this, because what is being revealed right now carries something deeply personal for your life, something that could shift your path in a way you did not expect. The one who has left this world is not gone in the way you think, because I have allowed a moment of connection to reach you tonight, not to frighten you, but to guide you and protect you. This is not imagination, and it is not random, because there is a message that has been placed on your heart, and you have already felt a strange pull, a quiet whisper that something is trying to reach you. I am making it clear to you now that this is a warning wrapped in love, and if you ignore it, you may miss the very thing that was meant to protect you from what is ahead. Stay with this, because what you are about to understand is not small, and it is not something that should be taken lightly. Type Amen if you believe. What you have been sensing lately is not just memory or emotion, because I am allowing you to feel a connection that carries meaning, not confusion. There is something that needs your attention, and the one who has passed is being used as a vessel to stir your spirit so that you will stop, listen, and become aware. You have been moving through your days distracted, carrying burdens, making decisions, and ignoring a quiet discomfort that keeps returning to your heart. That discomfort is not there to harm you, but to wake you up before something unfolds in a way that could bring pain or regret. I am reaching you in a way that you cannot easily dismiss, because you trust the bond you once had, and through that trust, I am opening your ears to hear what you have been avoiding. There is a reason this is happening tonight and not later, because timing matters more than you realize, and delays could cost you clarity that you desperately need. You may have noticed dreams, sudden thoughts, or a feeling that someone familiar is near you, and you brushed it aside thinking it was just your mind playing tricks on you. I tell you now, do not dismiss what your spirit recognizes, because your spirit knows what your mind tries to deny. The message is not about fear, but about direction, and it is pointing you away from something that is not meant for you and towards something that will protect your peace. Pay attention to what keeps repeating itself, because repetition is not coincidence when I am trying to guide you. If this is touching your heart right now, take a moment and like this video, because it helps this reach others who also need to hear what they have been ignoring. You have been standing at a crossroads without fully realizing it, and your next step matters more than you think, because it will shape what comes next in your life. The warning being given is not loud or forceful, but it is steady and persistent, because I do not force you, I guide you. The one who has passed is reminding you of something you already know deep inside, something you once felt strongly but slowly began to ignore as life became busy and overwhelming. That reminder is not coming to confuse you, but to bring you back to a place of truth, where your choices are aligned with what is right and not just what is easy. You are being called to pause and reflect, because moving forward without awareness will lead you into something you were never meant to carry. Type yes to affirm. There is a decision, a situation, or a relationship in your life right now that is not as it appears, and you have sensed it but chose to overlook it. I am telling you now that what you feel is real, and it deserves your attention before it grows into something heavier. The presence you feel connected to your loved one is being used to bring urgency into your awareness, not to scare you, but to ensure that you do not delay any longer. You are being protected in a way you cannot fully see, and this protection is coming through a connection that still holds meaning beyond this world. Trust that you are not alone in this moment, and that what is reaching you is meant to keep you from walking into something that would have brought you pain. You are deeply loved, and that love does not end with physical absence, because what is rooted in truth continues to exist beyond what your eyes can see. The message being delivered is not random, And it is not without purpose, because it carries guidance that is meant to keep you aligned with what is good for your life. You have been given this moment to listen, to become aware, and to act with wisdom instead of hesitation. I am allowing this connection to remain for a little while so that you do not miss what is being placed before you, because it is not just about knowing, it is about acting on what you know. There is something that has been quietly building around you, and you have sensed it in small ways, but now I am asking you to take it seriously. The one who has passed is not returning to your life, but the love and memory you shared is being used to carry a signal that you cannot ignore. You have been given signs through your thoughts, through moments of stillness, and even through things that reminded you of them without warning. These moments are not accidents, because I am allowing them to line up so that your attention will shift toward what matters. You are being warned about a direction you are moving in, and if you continue without awareness, it will lead you into something that will weigh heavily on your heart. This is not meant to create fear inside you, but to give you the chance to change course while there is still time. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, this password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have been feeling a quiet hesitation about something in your life, and you have tried to ignore it because it felt easier to move forward than to stop and question it. That hesitation is not weakness. It is awareness, and I am asking you to honor it instead of silencing it. There is something or someone that is not aligned with the peace I want for you, and you have already noticed small signs that something feels off. You told yourself it would pass, that you were overthinking, or that it was not important, but deep inside you knew there was more to it. Now I am bringing that awareness back to the surface so that you will not overlook it again. Type 1111 to affirm. The connection you feel to your loved one is acting as a reminder of truth because you trusted them, and that trust still holds meaning even now. I am using that trust to help you listen more closely, because your heart is more open when you feel their presence. There is something they would have wanted you to see clearly, something they would have warned you about if they were still standing beside you. That same protective care is being extended to you now, not through physical words, but through a deeper understanding that is being placed in your spirit. You are being guided to see what is real, not what is comfortable. You must understand that ignoring this will not make it disappear, because what is not addressed will continue to grow until it becomes impossible to overlook. I am giving you this moment so that you can choose awareness instead of delay, because delay has already cost you peace in the past. You have felt the weight of waiting too long before, and I do not want you to repeat that pattern again. This is a chance for you to respond differently, to trust what you feel, and to move in a way that protects your future. You are not being asked to act out of fear, but to act out of wisdom that has been given to you. There is also something you need to release, something tied to the past that has been quietly holding you back from stepping into clarity. You have been carrying emotions, memories, or even guilt that no longer serves you, and it has clouded your ability to see clearly. The presence you feel is not just a warning about what is ahead, but also a call to let go of what is behind. You are being reminded that love does not require you to stay bound to pain, and that honoring someone does not mean holding on to what hurts you. It means moving forward with strength, with peace, and with a heart that is no longer weighed down. There is a shift happening around you, and you can feel it even if you cannot fully explain it yet. Things are beginning to change, and with that change comes a need for awareness and intention in the choices you make. You are not meant to move blindly into what is next, because what is next requires clarity and alignment. The warning being given is part of preparing you for that shift, so that you will not walk into it unprepared. You are being positioned for something better, but before you reach it, you must step away from what is not meant to come with you. Type 777 to receive blessings. Do not underestimate how much you are being protected right now, even if it does not look the way you expected. Protection does not always come as something visible. Sometimes it comes as a feeling, a hesitation, or a message that interrupts your normal way of thinking. This is one of those moments, and it is meant to redirect you before something unfolds in a way that would be harder to change later. You are being given insight ahead of time, and that is a gift that should not be ignored. What you do with this insight will determine how you move forward from here. You are not alone in this, and you are not being left to figure it out by yourself. I am guiding you step by step, even if those steps feel uncertain at first. Trust what is being revealed to you, even if it challenges what you were planning or expecting. Sometimes what feels like disruption is actually protection, and what feels like loss is actually redirection. You are being led towards something that aligns with your peace, your growth, and your purpose, but you must be willing to let go of what does not belong in that path. The presence you feel is not meant to stay, but the message it carries will remain with you long after this moment passes. Hold on to that message, because it will continue to guide you in the days ahead. You are being reminded that you are seen, that you are cared for, and that you are being watched over in ways you cannot fully understand. Let that bring you comfort, but also let it bring you awareness, because both are necessary for where you are going next. The connection you sensed is fading gently, but the meaning behind it is becoming stronger inside you, and that is exactly how it is meant to be. You are not meant to depend on signs forever, but you are meant to awaken through them so you can walk with awareness on your own. What has been stirred in your spirit now must turn into action, because knowing without acting will only bring frustration. There is a pattern in your life that is being brought into focus, something that has repeated itself in different forms, and you have quietly accepted it as normal. I am showing you now that it is not meant to continue, and that you have the power to break away from it. The warning you received is tied to this pattern, because if you continue in the same direction, you will arrive at the same place you have been before. You have already felt the weight of that outcome, and deep inside you know it is not what you truly want. This is your moment to step out of that cycle and choose something different, something that aligns with the peace I have been trying to lead you toward. You have been holding on to something that no longer belongs in your present, and it has been quietly influencing your decisions without you realizing it. It may be a memory, a habit, or even a connection that once felt right but now feels heavy. You have sensed that shift, but you hesitated because letting go can feel like losing something important. I am telling you now that what you release will not take away from you. It will make space for what is truly meant for you. You are not being asked to abandon love or loyalty, but to recognize when something has served its purpose and must be left behind. Type 222 if you trust God. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is also something unfolding around you that requires your attention, something that may seem small right now but has the potential to grow into something much bigger. You have noticed little signs, small details that did not sit right with you, but you pushed them aside because they were easy to ignore. Those small signs are not meaningless. They are early warnings meant to guide you before things become more complicated. I'm asking you to take those signs seriously now, because they are pointing you toward a truth that you need to acknowledge. Ignoring them will not protect you, but facing them will give you the clarity you need to make the right choice. You are being called to slow down and observe, not to rush forward just because it feels familiar or comfortable. The path you are on is shifting, and if you continue without awareness, you may miss the opportunity to correct your direction. This is not about fear, it is about wisdom, and wisdom requires you to pause, reflect, and then move with intention. You are not behind, and you are not late. You are exactly where you need to be to receive this understanding. What matters now is how you respond to it, because your response will shape what comes next. There is a deep strength inside you that you have not fully used yet, and this moment is calling that strength forward. You are not as fragile as you sometimes believe, and you are not as limited as your doubts try to convince you. I have placed resilience inside you, and it is meant to rise in moments like this, when clarity is needed and courage must follow. You are capable of making the changes that are being asked of you, even if they feel uncomfortable at first. Growth often feels unfamiliar, but that does not mean it is wrong. It means you are stepping into something new. Type 1010 to claim miracles. You may feel a sense of emotional release as you begin to accept what is being shown to you, and that release is part of your healing. You have carried questions, doubts, and quiet fears for longer than you should have, and now they are being brought into the light. This is not happening to overwhelm you, but to free you from what has been weighing on your heart. You are being given the chance to move forward without the same confusion that once held you back. Let yourself feel what comes up, because it is part of the process of letting go and stepping into clarity. There is also a need for you to trust yourself more deeply, because I have already placed the answers within you. You have looked outward for reassurance, hoping that something or someone would confirm what you were feeling inside. Now I am showing you that what you feel is valid, and that you can trust your own awareness. You do not need constant confirmation when your spirit already recognizes the truth. This is your moment to stand in that truth and let it guide your decisions moving forward. The presence that reached you has done what it was meant to do, and now it is time for you to carry the understanding it brought into your daily life. You are not being left without guidance, because I am still with you, leading you through every step you take. What changes now is your awareness, because you are no longer moving without direction. You have been shown something important, and that knowledge is meant to shape your actions from this point forward. Do not return to old patterns just because they feel familiar, because familiarity is not always safety. You are being led into something better, something that aligns with your peace and your purpose, but it requires you to move with intention. Let go of hesitation, let go of doubt, and step forward with the understanding you have been given. You are being protected, you are being guided, and you are being prepared for what is ahead. The warning you received was not only about what to avoid, but also about who you are becoming in this season. You are being formed into someone who listens, discerns, and moves with quiet confidence instead of fear. There is a quiet separation happening in your life, and you may have already noticed that certain things no longer feel the same as they once did. Conversations feel different, environments feel heavier or lighter, and your tolerance for what disturbs your peace is changing. This is not a loss, even if it feels unfamiliar, because it is a necessary shift that aligns you with what is meant for your next step. You are being pulled away from what drains you and drawn closer to what restores you, even if the transition feels uncomfortable at times. Trust that this separation is guided and that it is creating space for something better to enter your life. You have spent a long time trying to hold everything together, trying to make sense of things that did not feel right, and trying to maintain connections that were already shifting. That effort came from a place of care, but now it is time to release what no longer holds the same truth it once did. You are not responsible for holding on to what has already begun to fade, and you are not meant to carry what was never yours to keep. This is your moment to loosen your grip and allow things to move as they are meant to, without forcing them to remain as they were. Letting go is not failure, it is alignment with what is real. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. The message that reached you through your loved one has already done its work, and now you are stepping into the responsibility that comes with that awareness. You cannot return to unknowing, because once truth is revealed, it asks for a response. You are being asked to act with clarity, to make choices that reflect what you now understand, and to move away from what no longer feels right. This may require courage, because clarity often brings decisions that are not easy, but they are necessary. You are not being left alone to make those decisions, because I am guiding you through them, step by step. There is also something within you that is being restored, something that you thought had faded or weakened over time. Your sense of trust, your ability to feel peace, and your confidence in your own awareness are all being renewed. You have doubted yourself in the past, especially when things did not go as you hoped, but that doubt is being replaced with a deeper understanding of who you are. You are not as uncertain as you once believed, and you are not as lost as you sometimes felt. You are being brought back to a place of inner steadiness, where your decisions come from clarity instead of confusion. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There will be moments when you are tempted to question everything again, to wonder if you imagined what you felt, or if you are overthinking what has been shown to you. In those moments, remember how clear it felt when the awareness first came to you, and do not let doubt erase that clarity. Doubt will try to make you hesitate, but hesitation will only delay what you already know needs to happen. You are not being asked to rush, but you are being asked to remain steady in what has been revealed. Hold on to that steadiness, because it will guide you through any moment of uncertainty. Type 555 to stay strong. You are also being prepared for a new level of peace, one that does not depend on everything around you being perfect. This peace will come from within you, from knowing that you are aligned with what is right for your life. It will not be shaken easily, because it is built on truth, not on temporary comfort. You are being led into that peace step by step, and each decision you make with awareness will strengthen it. This is the kind of peace that allows you to move forward without fear, even when you do not know every detail of what lies ahead. There is something ahead of you that will require this peace, something that will test your ability to remain grounded and clear. You are not being set up for difficulty, but you are being prepared so that you will not be shaken when challenges arise. You will face situations where your old patterns might try to return, where you might feel the urge to react instead of respond. In those moments, remember what you have been shown, and choose the path that aligns with your growth instead of your past. You are stronger now, and you are more aware than you were before. The love that reached you through the memory of your loved one is not something that will disappear, because love does not end with absence. That love has served as a bridge to bring you back into awareness, and it will continue to remind you of what truly matters. You do not need to hold on to it in a way that keeps you in the past, because it is meant to move with you into your future. Let it be a source of strength, not a weight that holds you back. You are allowed to carry love forward without carrying pain with it. As you continue from here, you will begin to notice that your perspective is changing and that things you once overlooked are becoming clearer. This is the result of listening, of paying attention, and of allowing yourself to be guided instead of distracted. You are not the same person you were before this moment, and that is a sign of growth, not loss. You are stepping into a new way of moving through your life, one that is more intentional, more aware, and more aligned with what is right for you. There is a deeper honesty rising within you, and it is guiding you to face things as they are, not as you wish they would be. This honesty is not meant to burden you, but to free you from confusion and help you walk with certainty. There is something around you that is slowly revealing its true nature, and you are beginning to see it more clearly than before. What once felt uncertain is now becoming more obvious, and that is because you are no longer looking at it through the same lens. You have been given insight, and that insight is sharpening your ability to recognize what is aligned with you and what is not. This is a quiet but powerful shift, because it changes how you respond to everything around you. You are not reacting the same way, and you are not accepting things the same way, and that is a sign that you are growing. You may feel moments of emotional tension as this clarity deepens, because seeing the truth is not always comfortable. There may be disappointment, there may be a sense of loss, or even a feeling of frustration as you realize things you once trusted are not what you thought they were. Allow yourself to feel those emotions without letting them control your actions, because they are part of your process of understanding. You are not meant to stay in that tension, but you are meant to move through it and come out with a stronger sense of direction. This is how you grow into the next version of yourself, by facing what is real and choosing to move forward with awareness. Type 333 to stay aligned. There is also a need for you to protect your energy more carefully than before, because not everything around you deserves your time, attention, or emotional investment. You have given too much of yourself in situations that did not give the same back to you, and it has left you feeling drained without fully understanding why. Now you are beginning to see that clearly, and you are being guided to set boundaries that support your peace. These boundaries are not about pushing people away, but about honoring your own well-being. You are learning that it is not your responsibility to carry everything or to fix everything, and that realization is bringing you a new sense of freedom. You are also being reminded that your path is not meant to look like anyone else's, and that comparing your journey to others will only distract you from what is meant for you. You have a unique direction, and it is unfolding in a way that fits your life, not someone else's expectations. Trust that where you are going is right for you, even if it does not match what you see around you. You are being guided individually, and that guidance is tailored to your growth, your timing, and your purpose. Stay focused on your own path, because that is where your peace will be found. Type 888 to claim abundance. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150 million year old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is a strengthening happening within you that you may not fully recognize yet, but it is becoming more evident in how you think and how you respond. You are less easily shaken by things that once disturbed you, and you are beginning to approach situations with a calmer mindset. This is not because everything around you has changed, but because you have changed. Your perspective is shifting, and that shift is giving you stability that you did not have before. You are learning to stand firm in what you know, rather than being pulled in different directions by uncertainty. You will begin to notice that some connections in your life are also changing, and that not everyone will understand the growth you are experiencing. Some may question your decisions, and others may not recognize the reasons behind the changes you are making. That is not a sign that you are doing something wrong, it is a sign that you are evolving. Growth often creates distance between who you were and who you are becoming, and that distance can affect how others relate to you. Stay grounded in your truth, because you are not here to meet expectations that are not aligned with your path. There is something ahead of you that will require you to trust yourself fully without looking for reassurance from others. You are being prepared for that moment now, through everything you are learning and experiencing. When that moment comes, you will recognize it, because it will feel familiar to the awareness you are building right now. You will not need to second-guess yourself, because you will already know what is right. This is the kind of confidence that comes from alignment, not from external approval. The message that reached you at the beginning was not just about a single warning, but about awakening you to a deeper level of understanding. You are now seeing your life with more clarity, and that clarity is helping you make decisions that support your growth. You are no longer moving through your days without awareness, because you have been shown that your choices matter more than you realized. This awareness is a gift, and it is meant to guide you toward a life that feels more aligned, more peaceful, and more fulfilling. As you continue forward, remember that you are supported in ways that you cannot always see. You are being guided, protected, and strengthened, even in moments when you feel uncertain. Trust that what is unfolding is part of a larger plan that is designed for your good. You are not being led into confusion, you are being led out of it. Every step you take with awareness is bringing you closer to the life you are meant to live. There is a deeper level of discernment rising within you, and it is allowing you to sense things before they fully unfold. You may notice that you are able to read situations more clearly, that you can feel when something is not right, even before it becomes obvious. This is not something to fear, it is something to trust, because it is part of how you are being guided now. You are not meant to ignore these feelings or explain them away, but to pay attention and allow them to inform your choices. This is how you avoid what is not meant for you and move toward what is aligned with your peace. You have been given a chance to change direction before something becomes difficult to undo, and that is a form of protection that many do not receive. Do not take this lightly, because it is an opportunity to step away from what could have caused you pain. You are being guided away from a path that would have led to confusion and into one that leads to clarity. This does not mean everything will always be easy, but it does mean you will be walking in a direction that supports your growth. You are being positioned in a place where your future can unfold without the weight of unnecessary burdens. Type 444 to stay protected. There is also a need for you to become more intentional with your time and your focus, because where you place your attention will shape your path. You have spent time in things that distracted you, that drained you, or that pulled you away from what truly matters. Now you are being guided to redirect that attention toward what strengthens you and brings you peace. This may require you to step back from certain habits or patterns that no longer serve you. It is not about restriction, it is about alignment and choosing what supports your well-being. You are also learning that not everything requires a response from you, and that silence can be just as powerful as action when used wisely. There are situations where stepping back is the best choice, where not engaging is what protects your peace. You do not need to prove yourself, and you do not need to react to everything that comes your way. This is part of your growth, learning when to speak and when to remain still. In that stillness, you will find clarity, and in that clarity, you will find strength. Type 999 to receive peace. There is a quiet confidence building within you, one that does not need to be loud or visible to others to be real. It is a steady knowing that you are moving in the right direction, even if everything around you is not fully clear yet. This confidence is not based on what you see, but on what you have come to understand. You are no longer relying on constant reassurance, because you are beginning to trust the guidance you are receiving. This trust is what will carry you forward, even in moments when the path ahead is not fully revealed. You may also begin to notice that your priorities are shifting, and that things you once thought were important are no longer holding the same weight. This is not a loss. It is a realignment, and it is bringing you closer to what truly matters. You are being guided to focus on what builds you up, what supports your peace, and what aligns with your purpose. This may mean letting go of certain expectations, both from yourself and from others. You are being invited to live in a way that feels true to who you are becoming, not who you used to be. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is something ahead that will confirm everything you have been feeling, a moment where your clarity will meet reality in a way that leaves no doubt. When that moment comes, you will recognize it, because it will align with everything you have been sensing. It will not confuse you, it will affirm you, and it will strengthen your trust in what you have learned. This is why you are being prepared now, so that when that moment arrives, you will be ready to receive it without hesitation. You will know what to do, and you will move forward with confidence. The connection that was allowed at the beginning has now fully served its purpose, and what remains is the understanding it brought into your life. You are no longer in the same place you were before, because you have been awakened to something deeper. This awakening is not something that will fade. It is something that will continue to guide you as you move forward. You have been given insight, and that insight is now part of who you are. As you continue on this path, remember that you are supported, even when you do not feel it. You are being guided, even when things seem uncertain, and you are being protected in ways you cannot always see. Trust that what is unfolding is leading you towards something that aligns with your peace and your purpose. You are not being led into confusion, you are being led into clarity, step by step. You are not meant to drift. You are meant to stay grounded in clarity, even when distractions try to pull your attention away. What was revealed to you was not temporary insight. It was a shift in how you are meant to live from this point forward. You are being invited to walk with intention, to move with awareness, and to trust what you know without constantly questioning it. There will be subtle tests in front of you, not to confuse you, but to strengthen your ability to choose what is right for you. These tests will not always look obvious, because they will often appear as familiar situations or repeated patterns. You may find yourself in moments where you are given the chance to respond differently than you did before. In those moments, remember what you have learned. because your response will determine whether you move forward or return to what you have already outgrown. You are not being set up to fail. You are being given the opportunity to prove to yourself that you have changed. You may also notice that your patience is being stretched, especially when things do not move as quickly as you would like. This is part of your growth, because patience is not just about waiting, it is about trusting while you wait. You are being asked to remain calm, to stay focused, and to continue making choices that align with your peace, even when the results are not immediate. What is meant for you is not being delayed without reason, it is being prepared in a way that will support you when it arrives. Trust that timing is working in your favor, even when it feels slow. Type 666 to stay grounded. There is also a deeper level of discipline being formed within you, and it is shaping how you handle your thoughts and your actions. You are learning to pause before reacting, to think before speaking, and to choose your responses with care. This is not about holding yourself back, it is about moving with awareness instead of impulse. You are becoming more intentional, and that intention is bringing a sense of stability into your life. This stability will help you navigate situations that once would have overwhelmed you. You are also being guided to create space in your life, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. There are things you have been holding on to that are no longer necessary, and they are taking up space that could be used for something better. This is the time to release what feels heavy, to clear what feels cluttered, and to make room for what brings you peace. You do not need to carry everything forward with you, and you are not meant to hold on to what no longer aligns with your path. Letting go will not leave you empty. It will make you ready for what is coming next. Type 111 to welcome new beginnings. There is something new beginning to form in your life, even if you cannot fully see it yet. You may feel a sense of anticipation, a quiet feeling that something is shifting, and that feeling is real. You are being moved into a new phase, one that reflects the growth you have gone through. This new beginning will not look exactly like what you expected, but it will feel right in a way that is deeper than appearance. You are being led into something that aligns with who you are now, not who you used to be. You may also find that your relationships begin to reflect this change, and that some connections grow stronger while others fade. This is a natural part of your growth, because not everything is meant to continue with you into your next phase. You are not losing people, you are aligning with what fits your current path. The connections that remain will support your growth, and the ones that fade will make space for new ones that align with your direction. Trust this process, even if it feels uncertain at times. There will be moments when you are tempted to look back, to wonder if you made the right choices, or to feel drawn toward what is familiar. In those moments, remember why you moved forward in the first place, and do not let temporary emotions pull you away from lasting clarity. You are not meant to go back, because what is behind you has already served its purpose. Your future is not behind you, it is in front of you, and it is waiting for you to continue moving toward it. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. The warning that reached you at the beginning has now become a source of guidance that continues to shape your path. It is no longer just a moment, it is a foundation that you can build upon as you move forward. You have been given insight that many overlook, and that insight is meant to protect you and guide you into something better. Do not forget what you have learned, because it will continue to serve you in ways you may not fully realize yet. There is a strengthening happening inside you that goes beyond what you can see, and it is preparing you for responsibility that requires maturity and awareness. You are no longer the same person who once ignored signs or avoided difficult truths, because you have been awakened to a deeper understanding. This understanding is not meant to stay hidden, it is meant to shape how you live, how you choose, and how you respond. You are being formed into someone who does not easily fall into confusion because you have learned how to recognize what is real. That recognition will continue to guide you, even in situations that feel uncertain at first. You will begin to notice that your reactions are changing and that things which once disturbed you no longer have the same effect. This is not because those things have lost their power, but because you have gained control over how you respond to them. You are learning that not everything deserves your energy, and that your peace is something you can protect through your choices. This is a powerful shift, because it allows you to remain steady even when things around you are not. You are becoming less reactive and more intentional, and that is a sign of growth that will continue to serve you. Type 1313 to stay focused. There will be moments where you are faced with opportunities that look appealing on the surface, but do not align with what you have been shown. These moments will test your ability to stay true to your path, because not everything that looks good is meant for you. You may feel tempted to take a step that feels easy or familiar, but deep inside you will know whether it is right or not. Trust that inner knowing, because it is part of the guidance you have been given. You are not meant to follow every opportunity, you are meant to choose wisely. You are also being guided to take responsibility for your environment, to create a space around you that supports your peace and your growth. This may involve making changes that feel small but have a significant impact over time. It could be how you spend your time, who you allow close to you, or what you give your attention to each day. These choices matter because they shape your mindset and influence your direction. You are being asked to be intentional with these choices because they are part of building a life that aligns with your clarity. Type 1414 to receive guidance. There is also a deeper level of trust being built between you and the path you are walking. And this trust will grow stronger as you continue to move forward with awareness. You will begin to see how things connect, how moments that once felt confusing now make sense in a different light. This is because you are gaining perspective, and that perspective is helping you understand your journey more clearly. You are no longer looking at your life in fragments. You are beginning to see the bigger picture. That understanding will bring you a sense of peace that is not easily shaken. You may also find that you are becoming more comfortable with being alone at times, not because you are isolated, but because you are learning to value your own presence. This is not loneliness. It is self-awareness, and it allows you to connect with yourself in a way that is grounding. You are learning to listen to your own thoughts, to understand your own needs, and to move at a pace that feels right for you. This is an important part of your growth because it strengthens your ability to stand on your own without depending on constant validation from others. There will be moments when you look back and realize how much has changed, not just around you, but within you. You will see that you are no longer reacting the same way, no longer thinking the same way, and no longer accepting what you once tolerated. This reflection will show you how far you have come, and it will remind you that your growth is real. You are not imagining it, and you are not overthinking it. You are evolving into a stronger and more aware version of yourself. Let that realization encourage you to keep moving forward. The connection that started this journey may no longer feel as strong, but its impact remains within you, guiding you in ways that continue to unfold. You do not need to hold on to the moment itself, because what it gave you is already part of you now. You have been given insight, and that insight will continue to shape your path as you move forward. Trust that what you experienced had purpose, and that it has led you into a place of greater awareness. There is a deeper level of responsibility that comes with the clarity you now carry, because awareness requires action and not just understanding. You are being called to make decisions that reflect your growth, even when those decisions are not easy. There may be moments where you are faced with choices that challenge your comfort, but those choices are part of your progress. You are not meant to stay where things feel easy if that place no longer aligns with your path. Growth often asks you to move forward even when it feels unfamiliar, because that is where your next level begins. You may begin to notice that you are becoming more selective about what you allow into your life, and that is not something to question or feel guilty about. You are learning that your energy is valuable and that it should not be given freely to everything or everyone. This selectiveness is not about shutting people out. It is about creating a space where your peace can exist without constant disruption. You are setting a standard for how you are treated and what you accept, and that standard is shaping your environment in a positive way. This is how you build a life that supports your well-being instead of draining it. Type 1515 to stay aware. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There will be moments where your past tries to call you back, not always in obvious ways, but through familiar thoughts, habits, or even people. These moments will test your ability to remain grounded in who you have become. You may feel a pull toward what is comfortable, even if you know it no longer serves you. In those moments, remind yourself of the clarity you have gained and the reason you moved forward in the first place. You are not meant to revisit what you have already outgrown, because your future requires you to keep moving ahead. You are also being guided to trust your timing, because everything that is unfolding in your life is happening at the right pace. You may feel a desire to rush certain things or to see results more quickly, but I am asking you to remain patient. What is being built in your life is not meant to be rushed, because it is being formed in a way that will last. Trust that what is meant for you will arrive at the right moment, and that you do not need to force anything into place. Your role is to stay aligned, to remain aware, and to continue moving forward with intention. Type 1616 to trust the process. There is also a growing sense of independence within you, one that allows you to stand on your own without constantly seeking reassurance from others. You are learning to trust your own judgment, to listen to your own awareness, and to make decisions that feel right for you. This independence is not about isolating yourself, but about strengthening your connection with your own inner guidance. You are becoming more self-reliant in a healthy way, and that will allow you to move through life with greater confidence. You are no longer easily influenced by outside opinions because you have learned how to recognize what is true for you. You may also begin to see new opportunities appearing in your life, opportunities that align with your growth and your direction. These opportunities may not look like what you expected, but they will feel right when you encounter them. You will recognize them through the sense of peace and clarity they bring, rather than confusion or pressure. This is how you will know that they are aligned with your path, because they will support your growth instead of distracting you from it. Be open to these opportunities, but continue to use the discernment you have developed to choose wisely. There will be a moment when everything you have been learning comes together, when you realize that you are no longer the same person who once felt uncertain and unsure. You will see that you have grown into someone who understands their path and moves with intention. This realization will bring a sense of confidence that is quiet but strong because it is based on truth rather than appearance. You will know that you have changed, and that change will be reflected in how you live your life each day. This is the result of everything you have been through, and it is something to recognize and appreciate. The message that reached you at the beginning has now fully unfolded into a way of living that continues to guide you forward. It was never just about a moment of warning, it was about awakening you to a deeper understanding of your life. You have taken that understanding and allowed it to shape your path, and that is why you are now standing in a place of clarity. You have listened, you have reflected, and you have chosen to grow, and that has made all the difference. As you continue on this path, remember that you are supported in ways that you may not always see, but that are always present. You are being guided, protected, and strengthened as you move forward, even in moments of uncertainty. Trust that what is unfolding in your life is leading you towards something that aligns with your purpose and your peace. You are not being led into confusion, you are being led into clarity, step by step. Stay committed to what you have learned and continue to move forward with intention and awareness. You are building a life that reflects your growth, your strength, and your understanding, and that is something that will continue to unfold in meaningful ways. Keep going, because what is ahead of you is worth every step you are taking now, and you are exactly where you need to be to continue moving forward. There is a quiet alignment happening in your life, where things that match your growth are beginning to come closer, and things that do not are naturally falling away. You do not need to force this process, because it is happening as a result of who you are becoming. You may notice that certain situations resolve themselves without struggle, while others fade without resistance. This is not coincidence, it is alignment, and it is guiding you toward a life that reflects your inner clarity. Trust that what is leaving is not meant to remain, and what is coming is meant to support your path. You have also reached a point where your self-respect is becoming stronger than your need to hold on to what feels familiar. You are no longer willing to accept what disturbs your peace just to avoid change. This is a powerful shift because it allows you to choose what is right for you, even when it is not easy. You are learning that peace is not something you find outside of yourself, but something you protect through your decisions. This understanding is shaping your life in ways that will continue to unfold over time. Type 1717 to stay aligned with purpose. There will be moments where you are faced with situations that test your growth, not to bring you back, but to confirm that you have moved forward. These moments may look similar to things you have experienced before, but your response will be different now. You will recognize patterns more quickly, and you will make choices that reflect your clarity instead of your past habits. This is how you will see your growth in action, not through words, but through the way you handle what once challenged you. You are no longer the same person, and your responses will prove that to you. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, this password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are also being guided to deepen your connection with what brings you peace, because that connection will continue to strengthen you. This may involve spending time in stillness, reflecting on your thoughts, or simply allowing yourself to be present without distraction. These moments are not empty. They are where clarity continues to grow. You are learning that not everything needs to be filled with activity, and that stillness can bring understanding that noise cannot. This is part of your balance, learning when to move and when to remain still. Type 1818 to welcome clarity. There is also a sense of purpose becoming clearer within you, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. You may feel drawn towards certain things, certain ideas, or certain directions that feel meaningful in a deeper way. This is not something to ignore, because it is part of your path unfolding. You are being guided towards something that aligns with your growth, and that alignment will bring a sense of fulfillment that you have been searching for. You do not need to have all the answers right now. You only need to follow what feels right as it becomes clear to you. You will also begin to notice that your confidence is no longer dependent on external validation, because it is coming from your own understanding. You are learning to trust yourself in a way that feels natural, not forced, and that trust is giving you stability. You are no longer looking for constant reassurance, because you have learned how to recognize what is true for you. This is a quiet strength that will support you in every area of your life. It will allow you to make decisions without fear, because you will know that you are acting from a place of clarity. There will be opportunities ahead that align with this new version of you, and you will recognize them not by how they look, but by how they feel. They will not bring confusion or pressure, but a sense of calm and certainty that tells you they are right for you. These opportunities are part of your growth, and they are meant to move you forward in a meaningful way. Be open to them, but continue to trust your discernment as you step into them. You are not meant to accept everything, but to choose what aligns with your path. The warning that began this journey has now become a steady awareness that continues to guide you, and it has done exactly what it was meant to do. It has awakened you, it has redirected you, and it has helped you step into a place of clarity that you were not in before. You have taken that awareness and allowed it to shape your life, and that is why you are now moving forward with confidence. This is not the end of your growth, but the beginning of a new way of living. As you continue on this path, remember that you are supported, even in moments when things feel uncertain. You are being guided in ways that are not always visible, but that are always present. Trust that everything unfolding in your life is leading you towards something that aligns with your purpose and your peace.